Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do the collective for today. Today is, why did I want to say Friday? Wishful thinking. Today is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. You may follow me on the Attack the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we love that for you. God loves that for you. I love that for you. The world loves that for you. Whatever doesn't fit, leave it on the table for someone else. We just don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Fearless Familiars. This is a J. Edward Neal deck. You can find this at shadowartfinds.com. He also has an Etsy shop. Little kitty deck. Although I wouldn't say they're little kitties. No, I would not. You like that? Such a nerd. We got 2 on the table. Someone's protecting someone. Three on the table. It's very windy out there. I always forget the meaning of this card. I swear to God. Like I haven't you got if you follow, if you subscribe, I just started reusing this deck like what, a month and a half ago, because I had it hidden and I forgot. I didn't forget it was there. I just, when it's not in front of me, I don't remember, okay? I'm old. I'm blonde. I don't know what else to say. But I already forgot the meaning of this card because I hadn't used this deck in so long. 2 more shuffles. I'm going to have to look it up, seriously. 5 on the table. There is 1 card in reverse. Last shuffle. 6 on the table. It's coming out multiple times. Okay, hold on. Before I show you the cards, let me look up the card because I seriously cannot remember. I'm losing my mind. Okay, it's come out. Okay, then let me yeah, protection, right? A fortifying wall. New development or ideas, advancing army or naval force, which just also gives me protection. 3 cards saying protection. All right. We got the Bastion, which means a fortifying wall. Because I looked up all 3 cards. The Queen, the Flame, The Sentinel in reverse. Sentinel means protection, a guard, someone to protect. We've got the Tribe, Soulful, and bottom of the deck, the Vanguard. Vanguard could be an army or defense. It also could mean ideas, thoughts. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. The Queen can be a king. It doesn't matter. It's energy. Whoever the Queen is, this person's protected. I mean, it's in 3 cards. And it's funny because the Sentinel came out in the reverse. So I'm getting 2 things, okay? There's two things going on here. One, this Queen is highly protected. This Tribe is some type of soul connection. So this could be passed on loved ones, right? Dearly departed loved ones. It could be angels, ancestors. This Tribe, right? And it shows 3 cats, 3 figures. It doesn't have to be. It could be 2 figure. I would say more than 1. So it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 5. It could be 10. Whatever the case, soul family, soul connection. They protect this Queen energy. With the Vanguard, not only do they protect them, but they're the ones that are behind their manifestations with the ideas, the thoughts. With the Flame card, to me, this is eternal. Like this has been going on for a long time. So let's say whoever this Queen is, let's say they've lived 10 lifetimes and they're in this lifetime. And let's say they were born and they are now of the age of 30. So for 10 lifetimes, up until now, the age of 30, they have been protected by this tribe, this soul family, this soul connection. It has been an eternity. If you believe in these kind of things, you would probably believe in soul connections are typically connections that you have lifetime to lifetime. So, like, let's say, my brother, right? He's my brother in this lifetime. Let's say in my last lifetime, he was my uncle. And the lifetime before that, he was my sister. And the lifetime before that, he was my mom. You know what I mean? Like, it typically, you're connected to that soul through more than one lifetime. Not always, okay? But sometimes, especially if you have a soul contract, right, with God to achieve certain things in your lifetime, break generational curses. There was a curse in the last time regarding this soul, this person. Now you have it in this lifetime, and it moves on and on and on until it's broken. So let's say whatever curse is between me and my brother in this lifetime, I break it. And when I come back in the next lifetime, there's no connection. Like, that was healed. We move on. Does that make sense? With the Sentinel in reverse, because the Sentinel is the card that means guardianship, that means guard, that means protector. So with it in the reverse, it just gives me the thought that whoever this Queen is, they're protected. They're highly protected, right? but they don't necessarily need to be. Like, this is somebody that knows how to protect themselves. They've learned, right, how to protect themselves. The second thing that I'm getting to that, and I have to say it because I saw it. Okay, I have to say it because I saw it. I don't necessarily, it might resonate for some, it might not resonate for others, and that's fine. The flame and the sentinel in reverse could also be someone's like twin flame. Okay. And they would not be protected with the sentinel in reverse. Because here's the thing, right? When you're a part of the spiritual community, whether you believe in it or not, there is a thought that, like, if I have soulmate connections, right? Whether it's a lover or not, it could be my pet, it could be my dad, it doesn't matter. If I have those soulmate connections, the thought process is those are protected. Those connections are protected. So, like, I'm protected, my pet is protected, my dad is protected, and so on and so on. This would be like, and this is just an example, but this would be like my twin flame, right? Or again, a connection, a soul connection, falling out of favor and no longer being protected. At least not by whoever's protecting me. It's not to say that they couldn't have their own ancestors, their own angels, their own guides, their own dearly departed loved ones protecting them, right? Or trying to. But with mine, they fell out of favor. So and I'm just going to throw out an example, right? So I'm the queen, and this is my twin flame or soulmate connection. And I am protected by Angel Raphael, and I am protected by God, obviously. I'm protected by my great grandmother on my mom's side, and I'm protected by my aunt on my dad's side. And we'll say I have a spirit guide that's a whale. Those protectors, when there's a falling out with my twin flame, my soul connection, they will no longer protect this person. Whereas if we were still connected or meant to be connected and nothing had happened yet, they would be protected. Make sense? For some of you, it might not resonate because you might not know of having a twin flame or a soul connection. Maybe that's just not something that you adhere to. That's not something you believe in, and that's okay. That is okay. For some of you, this is just you. For some of you, this is just your energy. You're protected. That's fabulous, right? Because this is fabulous. Somebody being this protected, for it to come out in 3 cards, and even to get this, I just heard the 3 wise men. So whoever your tribe is, maybe they're older, like of an older generation. So like if their ancestors or dearly departed loved ones, maybe your grandparents, your great grandparents, your great great grandparents, something like that. Or it could be like your mom and dad, but from like 3 lifetimes ago. What is that? A lily? what? Not a well, a stargazer lily is like what, kind of pink, kind of white. This is just white, like a lily, not a daffodil, not a tulip. Yeah, maybe it's a lily. I don't know. I was just picturing like a white flower. Definitely not a rose. Probably a lily. Okay. Okay. I just heard Shark Tank. It made me think of the show, but I pictured like a tank filled with sharks. Like if you were to go to like the aquarium or something. But when I heard it, I thought of the show. But what I saw was a Shark Tank with sharks. I don't know. Maybe somebody likes sharks. Maybe somebody likes the show and sharks. I don't know. I know my family used to be really big into watching Shark Week. And once I left home, like I mean, I probably stopped watching it years before I left home, but like it was always on in the background. I stopped watching that. I don't even think the ex-husband ever really watched it either. I don't think. Not that there's anything wrong with like Shark Week and all that stuff. Sometimes it could be really interesting. And I love Jaws. I actually love Jaws. I'm just saying. Sharks don't bother me until I have my foot stuck in their mouth, so knock on wood. Sir, don't mess with me. I just I just heard daffodil. Are you sure? Like I could hear somebody say like daffodil. Are you sure? And I literally saw like a big question mark, and the voice was like British, like daffodil. Are you sure? I know my British accent is not great. Yeah, it looked like a freaking lily. What are you talking about, daffodil? Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Um. What was that first thing? I literally just thought it and it's already gone. This is what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you get messages few and far between, and then sometimes you get so many messages like you can't remember what they are. What the hell was that? Oh, something about Peter Pan. Something about Peter Pan. Maybe somebody's favorite movie. Maybe somebody has Peter Pan syndrome. I don't know. Something about Peter Pan. Maybe the outfit. I don't know. Like I wear a lot of leggings, tights. Somebody could probably look at me and be like, "Oh, you look like Peter Pan." I would be like, "Thank you." Um okay, so this is going to sound a little weird and this is going to sound a little creepy and I don't remember there's like a name for it cuz I think it's like a I don't know if it's a little known theory or if it's a widely known theory, but I've seen it more times on TikTok than anywhere else. But okay, Disney, and maybe that's why the Peter Pan thing came up. Maybe it's connected. Anyway, well, so I don't know if you've ever heard the theory, but at Disney World, there's a there. I don't even know if it's still there. And I haven't been to Disney World in years. I got with the ex-husband in technically the end of 2011. So when was the last time I was at Disney World? 2009, 2008 maybe? Maybe 2010? I don't know. The ride, It's a Small World After All. There is this theory that it is haunted and or it is used for trafficking. And people that have worked at Disney, whether it's true or not, have reported that families will get in their little boats. If you've never been, It's a Small World. It's little boats. You get into the boat. You could usually fit like a family of 4, maybe a family 5, 6. It depends on how tiny you are, I guess. Into a boat. I don't think you could fit more than that. Could you fit more than that? It literally has been so long since I've been there. Anyway, you get in a little boat, you go along this little river, and it's a small world. So they show you like animatronics, like little dolls and little cities and villages, and they're all lit up and they're brightly colored from all across the world. Okay. And it plays, It's a Small World After All. It's a Small World After All. Anyway, there is this kind of creepy story about how families get on there and they go missing. Okay. And again, either it's some type of a supernatural event or it is trafficking. Okay. However, different employees have said that when the families go missing, they go back and watch the videotape because Disney World videotapes everything. And it's in the hopes that you will pay for that video, that you will pay for the pictures, do the picture package and all that. So when you go on rides and you have your picture taken, you get the picture and you get it from every ride you go on. So they will go back and watch surveillance tapes showing families on the boat going around and then going around again and then going around again. And every time the family goes around, like maybe on the 3rd time around, one of the family members is missing. And then on the 5th time around, another family member is missing. Until literally there's no one left on that boat. And the thing is you only go through it once. So the thought process is it's not trafficking so much as it's a supernatural event. Whereas you get on the boat and you just don't get off of it. Creepy, yes. Is it real? I have no idea. I had been on that ride pretty much every time I ever went to Disney World. And I went to Disney World probably like 10 times in my life. Again, I haven't been there in a long time, but there was a time where I went every other year with my mom and or a friend for probably like 5 years, like 10 years, every other year. I went probably twice, 2 or 3 times as a kid. I went to Disneyland once with my grandparents and my aunts and my parents and my brother. So yeah, like It's a Small World After All. I've been on there many times. It is creepy to think that you would get on there and not make it off. Again, is it true? I have no idea. What do you believe in, right? Like, do you believe in the supernatural? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in demonic entities? Do you believe in people just disappearing off the face of the earth for no reason? I would probably say yes. But at the same time, I don't know that to be true. I have no idea. I think the reason why I was seeing that is just because this person, whoever this queen is, and living these lifetimes, multiple lifetimes with this protection, like they would have never encountered something like that. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not saying that all their lifetimes were perfect or wonderful, right? Like, everybody experiences the good, bad, and the ugly. But what I'm saying is like, they never, their lifetimes were never cut short, if that makes sense. Like, in every lifetime, this queen, they were born and they were there until they passed. Natural causes, right? Like, they didn't get on a boat and then just disappear. Like, that kind of thing wouldn't have happened because this person is that protected. And that's not to say if that were a real scenario, like that family wasn't protected. To me, that would just signify like that was part of somebody's contract, if that is in fact a real thing, right? I can't attest to that. I have no idea. It's just a very creepy story that has circulated for years, and more than once, like in regards to more than one family. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a big theory that Disney World and Disneyland um, cater to trafficking of children, sex trafficking. They have underground tunnels and da 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 da. I mean, they do have underground tunnels supposedly for the staff. So could it really be that long shot that there's trafficking going on there? No, like, totally, there could be. There's been stories of families disappearing just altogether anyway, and they're supposed to check out of their hotel rooms, and the staff goes to their rooms and all their stuff is still there, but they can't be found. That's multiple families. That's not just one family. True or not, everybody's a conspiracy theorist, right? I'm hearing the song Deo from Beetlejuice, where Catherine O'Hara sings it. But I was picturing limes, like lots of lime. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all enjoyed story time with Kim. Creepy story time with Kim. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.